I say good afternoon to all our brothers and sisters in social media land. We will come back with our give us this day our daily bread. And we trust that the Most High have provided us physical bread to eat from, nourish our bodies. And now we reflect on the other half. Man shall not live by physical bread alone, but he shall live by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High. That is dealing with the spiritual things. How do we deal? Give us the provision that we need to be able to endure, persevere through, rejoice, whatever it is that we're going to do. Give us the strength. Give us that particular bread so that we can be able to do that. So this is this afternoon's portion of our daily bread. The bread that man should not live by. The physical bread man should not live by alone. This is the spiritual bread part of it. So I was reminded of something as I was sitting outside in the sun, just letting those sunbeams just rest on me. I was reminded of something that I read in one of the Essene gospel books, Essene Gospel of Peace, where it was talking about the angels of the earthly mother, the angel over the power of the air, the angel over the water, the angel over the sun. And one of the things that it was saying about the sun is that the sun had the power to burn out all types of impurities in the human body. And so I've been sniffling for the last couple of days. I don't know whether it's sinus or whatnot. I probably sneezed about 200 times yesterday, nose just running. So I just said I'm going to go out here and I'm just going to sit in the sun. And that's what I wanted to say, is that some things you'll never know whether they work unless you try them for yourself. And while I was sitting out there in the sun, I know that sun was working. I know it was working. How do I know it was working? Because I was listening to a video on my phone and all of a sudden the phone went silent. And then when I looked at the phone said the app is closed because the phone is overheating. And so if the sun can have a direct impact on the phone, sure have to be having a direct impact on the effects of the human body. Now, this is another passage, our daily bread portion. This is going to be one of those things like that you have to practice it in order to see if it works. And here it is. It is coming out of the book of Matthew, where the Messiah tells the disciples, do unto others as you would have others to do unto you. That thing has to be tested, because there is no way possible you can do those things when you are a person that has pride. And I think that one of the greatest lessons that was to come out of that passage of scripture is we would be taught a lesson in humility and how to lay hold on the Most High's blessing. So it says, whatever you desire in your heart that men should do to you, that's how you deal with them. We don't always deal with people like that. We deal with people from the standpoint of what they deserve. If you curse me out, I curse you out. If you make me mad, then now I'm controlled by that. But the scripture is teaching us how to do something different so that we can get a different effect in our life. So he says, do unto others what you want to see done in your life. In other words, let's simplify it. Everybody wants something from God, the Most High, Yahuwah, Allah Akbar, whatever you want to call him. Everybody needs something from him. And we want God to be generous to us. We want him to be merciful to us. We want him to be concerned about us. He said, whatsoever things that you would desire for me to treat you like, you go and do likewise to your brother. He said, you don't treat your brother based on what he deserves, You don't do to your brother from a standpoint of him being good to you. Somebody can cuss you out. But at the end of the day, you still got to be responsible for that scripture. Are you going to do to them what they just done to you? Or are you going to do and treat them in the manner that you want to be treated? See? And so there's no way for none of us to do that without having the spirit of humility. This gives us something to aim for throughout the course of the day. Because throughout the course of the day, you may come in contact with somebody in the grocery store that you might say hello to, and then they don't speak. And then next thing you know, well, I can't believe they didn't speak. I bet you I won't hold the door again. You see? So how do I complete these tasks that the Most High is sending me out on? You never know what we're going to get back from it unless you can get through it. You see? So whatever it is that I'm expecting from the Most High, that's what I should be treating my brother or my sister like. I shouldn't be being controlled by what my brother or my sister do to me, because I'm doing what I'm doing because of a particular result that I'm expecting to get back from the Most High. So while you on your way today, remember that portion of spiritual daily bread, that you'll be conscious of the fact to treat people not like they deserve to be treated, not like they want to be treated, but you treat people like you want to be treated. Whatever it is that you would want from people, if you want people to be kind to you, then you treat people with kindness, whether they are kind or not. If you want people to be generous with you, then you treat people with generosity, whether they are generous or not. Whatever they do has no bearing on the reason why we are doing things. But in most cases, we do things based on, and we are motivated based on the responses or the treatment that we get from other people. And if you only love those people who love you back, then you don't have a reward from the Most High, because that is the question that Jesus asked the disciples. If you only love them that love you back, where is your reward going to come from? So in order for us to receive that reward, we must develop a methodology to which we can love people that don't exemplify that same love back at us, simply because we want God to treat us a certain way. So on this day, do unto others what you will have them to do unto you, whether they do it or not. The treatment of others is going out, and that is something that's on the head of every individual that's hearing this message. If you want a blessing from the Most High, you want a breakthrough from the Most High, you want some finances from the Most High, you need some marital counseling from the Most High, you need some help with your children from the Most High, then whatever it is we need from the Most High, then we have to go out into this world and we have to do likewise to our brothers and our sisters. And it can't be predicated on whether or not they deserve it. But see, if they deserved it, we wouldn't have no need to show them the same mercy that we need to see from the Most High. If they were generous people, then we wouldn't have no need to go out and be generous to them. You see? So, while you're living your life on today, let's be mindful of that. Let's treat others like we would want to be treated, so that the Most High can give us a reward that is good for our life. That's this day's portion of the daily spiritual bread. Peace and blessings. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day.